for a berth in the finals.
Behind the player, please take a seat. Please take any seat for now.
Los Angeles, California, UCLA, the Mercedes-Benz Cup. I'm Barry McKay along with Leif Shivers bringing you semifinal action. This is Max Mirnyi out of Belarus taking on Andre Agassi. Semifinals, best of three, first game, first set. Mirnyi to serve. Well, there's a taste of what he may get tonight. A big serve, a better return, and in the touch of Agassi.
Well, it's a smart play to throw in the lob early. You know, don't let Mirnyi get comfortable about moving forward. Even a big player like Mirnyi, at the right times, is susceptible to the lob. Agassi opened up some space.
Mirnyi's got to be thinking already, I've got to be careful, not get too close to that net, or it's going to go right over my head. Second serve. Overhit.
Well, I said in the open, Barry, that Mirnyi has got to get off to a good start. I mean, Agassi is a tremendously strong front runner. And Mirnyi now already up against it.
That's wide. Second serve opportunity for Agassi. Oh, and Agassi just drills the return. Big second serve.
Well, this serve doesn't do enough. I mean, that's right in the hit zone, the kind of pitch that Barry Bonds would like to hit out.
Ooh.
Right over the plate.
Triple break point. First game. Mirnyi a little shell shocked. Agassi waits for the move, hits behind him, and Andre Agassi has broken serve at love in game number one.
Well, you know, when Mirnyi did not serve in volley, you thought that Agassi had won a little mental battle there early, because that's the kind of point that Agassi would like to play.
32 players showed up here on Monday. A look at Andre's road to the semi-leaf.
The American Robbie Ginepri convincingly in the second round. Fabulous encounter. Gustavo Kirten. That was one to remember.
Match of the tournament thus far. Agassi to serve now. Second game. Mirnyi in quickly. He's got great reach. Very tall, lanky.
But tell you, he doesn't mind the second serve up high because he is tall. He can get on top of it and just come in behind it, take the chance, and it paid off.
Andre changes it up, goes down the center. 100 miles per hour.
A very economical motion. This is one part of his game that has improved steadily throughout the years. You know, imagine him getting more and more free points on his serve.
Ooh. That's long.
And Mirnyi's going to step up right on the baseline, look for something short.
Best rally of the match as Agassi keeps it deep.
Well, Agassi doesn't mind slugging balls from the back, but that is not Max Mirnyi's game. He's got to do something different. It's tough to change their pattern against Agassi, however.
Oh, Mirnyi just unloads on a huge forehand.
Well, Mirnyi's had a good run here this week. He hasn't lost a set. Cecil Mamet in the opening round. Sri Chappan, the man who took out Agassi at Wimbledon. And Michael Lodra, the Frenchman. Pretty convincing run through.
Oh, the slice goes long. A little change of pace there from Andre. I think Mirnyi's going to have to take some second serves, Leaf, and come in behind him a la Patrick Rafter to even have a chance here, but he is well behind that baseline. No call. Agassi waiting for it. Very close on that baseline. Norm Christ in the chair, very seasoned umpire, will not overrule.
I tell you, Mirnyi's gotten a couple good calls on that baseline. I thought that one was out.
Yeah. Well, a chance now, break point. Max Mirnyi, boy, Andre likes it around this area. Pretty solid record in LA.
Yeah, that semifinal record would tell you that this was worth a wager. Barry, that's not your style, though. Well, good chance there for Mirnyi. But again, Agassi getting the first serve in.
Oh. That was a great point from both players. Mirnyi doing some maneuvering.
Well, an interesting approach. He hit that squarely down the middle. Didn't give Agassi much angle. And Agassi had to create it all, and he missed it.
Mirnyi showing some respect for the Agassi serve, well behind that baseline. Second serve. And Andre, a double fault, his first of the match. Mirnyi right back, 2 breaks of serve.
Well, a lot of people say, hey, it's not a break of serve unless you hold your serve the next game. So good reaction from Mirnyi. Darren Cahill, Andre Agassi's coach. I'm sure he's saying, well, there's a chance gone.
A former semifinalist at Wimbledon himself, as we look at the Pauley Pavilion, the home that John Wooden built, they say, through the years. All those great UCLA basketball teams. And Agassi gets jammed on a big Mirnyi serve.
Now that is a great serve against Agassi. Watch this one right in on the body. Wow. Oh my, he did well just to protect himself there.
That's wide. Yes. Nice control on that backhand down the line.
Well, these points are developing well for Mirnyi. Again, pretty good preparation. Nice shoulder turn. See how he stays down on the hit? He's a big man. So you want to keep that weight down. Agassi makes the phenomenal look routine. I mean, that return was something, and the backhand was similar. He just picks up the ball so early on the return.
That's a great little half volley from Mirnyi.
Well, change of pace on the first serve. He's going to twist this one. And that allows him a little more time to get to the net, and he needs it. Watch, he's got to dig this one out. His head remained very still on the volley That helps you add that control.
That first serve, Agassi says, why? I'll take the return, forget the let. And so Max Mirnyi holds. He leads 2-1. We're at UCLA. Well, this weekend, if you want to give your partner a little trouble, right into the body. We'll be back. A late arriving crowd here at the Los Angeles Tennis Center in Westwood. There is Warren Christopher, former Secretary of State, enjoying the tennis tonight. Wonder how his forehand is. Probably slices it up the line if I had to guess.
Well, the Secretary of State, I think he was probably more of a steady baseliner,
Yeah, right.
managing his affairs. If you're in the Pentagon, you're a chip in charge. But
A lot of
Secretary of State, you're juggling.
Deuce points, huh? Here we go as Agassi now back on serve. Down 1-2. And some very slow seat takers there, and I suppose we'll let her have a seat. Good evening. Big hand. Oh.
One thing I like about Max Mirnyi is his work ethic. When he turned pro in '96, his ranking has improved every year. This is a guy who works diligently to improve his game, and it shows in the results. He's gotten better every week out there.
Oh, that's a tough return. Sensational tennis from Mirnyi. Took the ball early. He's using the Agassi pace.
Mirnyi's playing at a very high standard. I think he's very comfortable just out here hitting. You know, this is the time of a match where you got nothing to lose, and he's going for it. You know, always looking for that chance to get forward.
Just catches the tape.
You know, that's the kind of play that I think is going to pay off big for Agassi. You know, opening up the court. You know, if he can get out wide, you know, create those angles out wide, and really put Mirnyi in trouble.
Good shot. Andre all over it. Just waits for Mirnyi to make his move and then wisely hits behind him.
Well, Agassi's not as comfortable moving forward. I mean, he loves moving side to side, so I think the intent was there from Mirnyi, but perhaps not the execution.
Down the center, 111 miles per hour. And so Agassi holds 2 games all. First set. Look at the champions race for 2002. Those Grand Slams don't hurt.
That's right. You can see Hewitt at the top. He's won a few. And of course, these points are accumulated every match the players win. Agassi standing at number 5 and in a great position to finish inside the top 10. That would be 13 years inside the top 10, and only one player has had more years in the top 10. Can you tell me who that is, Barry?
Pete Sampras.
Jimmy Connors.
Oh, brother.
16 years in the top 10.
How did I blow that one? You're getting tough. 15 love. Max Mirnyi. The top 8 guys will end up in Shanghai this year.
Connors didn't play badly here in LA either.
Yeah, he loved this event.
Played at this university as well. 1 year, I believe.
Mirnyi wisely lets that ball go wide, and so now quickly to 40 love. And Connors won this thing when it was played back at the LA Tennis Club.
Ran into Trey Waldke tonight, new director of tennis at the LA Tennis Club. Trey Waldke, the man who wore the long pants at Wimbledon back in the 80s.
It was a big hit.
Fine player. Great record against John McEnroe, I remember. Trey Waldke. Mirnyi's first double fault. Barry, you know what it's like to be 6'5" and have that angle down into the box. It's comfortable territory up there.
Yes, it is. But, Mr. Mirnyi a little bit faster than I was. And so Mirnyi, a solid serve, his first ace down the center. Stay with us. We're at UCLA. Beautiful evening for tennis here as Agassi serves now. Ooh, a low toss. You could see that one coming. The second double of the night. Not happy with that. And there's virtually no wind here tonight, Leaf. Just perfect conditions. Agassi back with his first ace. Darren Cahill, the former Aussie great, coaching Andre now. Cahill had coached Leighton Hewitt just about a year ago. You get the sense that Mirnyi's just enjoying these rallies from the backcourt with Agassi.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a good time.
Mirnyi just goes for it all, and that forehand return stays in the game.
Yeah, but that's a good play from Mirnyi. I mean, the longer the rally goes, the more you give the edge to Agassi. So if Mirnyi can somehow make a dent in Agassi's defenses early, you know, that's where he's going to score.
Open court, and Agassi just drills it. 3 games all, first set. 3 games all. A lot of blue around the stadium. Blue two-tone court. The blue signage really gives a nice atmosphere. This place, you can hear the ball so well on this center court. Second serve now. Mirnyi up 15-love. 7th game. Just over the baseline.
That last backhand from Mirnyi, a good example of, you know, how he really can bend down to those low balls. I mean, he's very athletic and very agile for a tall man.
Oh, yes. And Andre so quick. And Leaf, he had to stop in a hurry there, because if he hits the net, he loses the point.
This was a good second serve, and Agassi just got it down where Mirnyi couldn't do much with it.
Watch him put the brakes on now. He strokes this ball and then boom, stops about a foot from the net.
And after that opening break of serve, Mirnyi settled into a pretty comfortable rhythm. He's finding some nice variety, getting a lot of first serves in.
Another big serve from Mirnyi, and Max Mirnyi holds. 4 games to 3, Mirnyi. First set. Andre Agassi holds up new tennis balls, changing at 7 and then 9 games. On serve now. Mirnyi hanging in with Agassi. motion there by Mirnyi quickly. How would you compare Mirnyi's game to Taylor Dent, who we saw win in Newport last weekend?
Well, similar styles. I mean, Dent likes to use the volley to win, and so does Mirnyi. I think Taylor Dent has a little more feel. Mirnyi's a little bit more of a banger. I think Taylor Dent has the same amount of power, though. I mean, both these guys have some horsepower on the serve.
Agassi out wide, his second ace of the night. Only 90 miles per hour, took a lot off that ball, sliced it wide. .40-15. Look up at a low-flying aircraft. That thing doesn't get any lower, Leaf. Helicopter. And a quick game for Agassi. He holds. And Michael Gamble, a winner earlier today over Andy Roddick. He's probably watching a little tennis, doing some scouting. He'll be taking on the winner of this match in the championship tomorrow. We'll have it for you on Fox Sports Net. Return from Agassi sets it up.
Now this point right here, so important. Agassi gets on a roll. He's so dangerous, and here's the start of a potential roll. He sees that first serve like Ted Williams would see a curveball in Fenway.
With the eyes of Agassi, talk about concentration. He knows this is a big game, already has the lead, and now a second serve opportunity. Yes, Andre well inside the baseline, shortens up his swing.
And again, moving inside the baseline on that second serve, making his opponent pay for missing the first serve.
Big chance now, love 30. Agassi with 9 winners thus far. And Mirnyi gets caught. Tries to get out of it with a little drop shot. It dropped all right. A little too quickly.
Just an amazing return. Agassi on the full stretch somehow manufactures a perfect return right at the feet of Mirnyi.
Now, big chance. Agassi will be inside that baseline for this second serve return. Caught. Good first volley from Mirnyi. Actually got jammed a little bit on that volley.
Well, for Mirnyi, oftentimes it's not going to the ball that's tough. Sometimes it's getting out of the way of the ball to play a shot. He's such a big body up at the net.
Still, break point. Mirnyi in with another big one, 122 miles per hour.
He just hammers this up with his legs, snapping down with his wrist.
Oh, yes. Mirnyi with his second ace, and what a time for it. 123 miles per hour.
But precision placement right in that corner of the tee. Even Agassi couldn't touch it. Now the standard of tennis is high. And Agassi content to work Mirnyi's backhand.
Still break point. Mirnyi taking a little extra time. Oh, yes. Agassi drills the return. Catches Mirnyi. And he breaks serve. When we return, Andre Agassi serves for the first set. The Los Angeles Tennis Center is now packed. No empty seats. A big turnout here for this semifinal. This place seats a little over 7,000. And now Agassi serves for the first set. Just long. No, that's a miss hit. A big swing from Mirnyi. 2 points away now, Agassi.
That was just a gunshot right down the line, right on the line. And this backhand can't make Max Mirnyi happy. He has yet to lose a set this event. And, he's in trouble now.
We'll set point for Agassi, and there it is. Andre Agassi, a love game. And Agassi with the first set, 6-4. Stay with us. Andre Agassi with the first set, 6-4. Let's go down to Patrick O'Neill.
I'm now with the fabulously talented, a wonderfully gifted actor, Patrick Stewart. Patrick, I know you're a big fan of tennis and a big Andre Agassi fan. What'd you think of that first set?
I thought the first set was very, very close. There's a real match here, and I'm delighted that it is so close. They're both playing really well.
Now, Jan-Michael Gamble is in the final. I'm not sure if you're aware that he is a huge Star Trek fan. Now, you're known among many roles, but Captain Picard being one of them. But did you know that Gamble was such a Trekkie?
I didn't, but I saw him play this afternoon. He was terrific. Had a great match.
Now, if Agassi were to advance and used to match up with Jan-Michael Gamble's All-American final, what do you think of that matchup?
I shall be here tomorrow afternoon. I think it'll be great.
Thank you so much for your time.
Did you know something? I feel like I'm at Wimbledon. I really do. A little hush came across there as Patrick was talking to him. Mirnyi down, love 30 now. First game, second set. This is where he's got to be careful, Mirnyi, Lee, because if he gets broken early here, Agassi, like you said, is a great front runner. Oh, and a double fault from Mirnyi, his second of the match. And now,
Captain's log. Mirnyi in serious trouble. Put up the defensive shields.
triple break point. First game, second set.
Now this is where you say, no, do I come in on the second serve? Do I stay back?
And he goes for a big second serve, double fault, his third of the match. And so Mirnyi now down a break.
Well, exactly not the start Mirnyi wanted. I mean, against Agassi, you got to reestablish that you're back in the match the very first moment you can, and instead Agassi has grabbed a further advantage.
Boy, Agassi looks all business at the moment, doesn't he, Leaf?
Oh my God. Alien presence.
This is great. Norm Christ, our umpire on the right. Patrick Stewart on the left. Yeah, talk about a look-alike. He could come out and umpire the rest of this match.
Well, listening to Patrick Stewart speak, you know, delightful play, I felt like I was listening to Dan Maskell or one of the English
Exactly.
commentators.
Yeah, very, very British. 15 love. Agassi with a break.
Yeah, see, this is where Mirnyi is in trouble because Agassi can sustain that level. And for about a half a set, Mirnyi was really playing his best tennis. And he was just staying even with Agassi. And here, his level has dropped just enough, and Agassi has taken full advantage. I mean, that's why Agassi is such a great champion.
Agassi now just hitting winners with ease. That ball about 6 inches inside the baseline. Yes, finally, Mirnyi drills one up the line. Brings a smile to Agassi.
Well, he's got such long arms. I mean, these levers can really work beautifully. I mean, when he gets it together.
Nice follow through too. Agassi with 18 winners thus far. Boy, what a night he's having. That will go long, and so Agassi holds. 2-love, second set. Let's have a look now at our first set stats.
Yeah, good set of tennis. I mean, Agassi, look at how tough he is. He's very efficient at the net when he wants to be, old Andre Agassi. And again, very tidy little set. Plenty of winners, not many unforced. Not serving particularly well, Andre.
He's getting away with it.
Well, Mirnyi has not been able to capitalize enough.
Three for three at net. Leaf reminds me of the great J. Donald Budge. They used to say he didn't come in very often, but when he did, didn't lose too many.
You know, in Ivan Lendl, he used to say, I don't care what my first serve percentage is, but tell me what my serve percentage is on key points. You know, 15, 30, break point, deuce.
And Agassi again just climbing on that serve of Mirnyi's.
I think Agassi was even amazed by that one. He's got the eyes of a hawk to pick that ball coming at him so fast. It's less than half a second to respond.
And you know, Leaf, I think this time of night, sort of the sun has gone down, but it's not really dark yet. The lights are on. I think this is one of the toughest times to pick up a ball, and yet Agassi does it so well. Mirnyi now going for a second serve on the first serve, just trying to get the ball in play. And his fifth double puts him down triple break point.
And again, Agassi's return really forced that double, didn't it? Again, one of the best returners in the game. Only Leighton Hewitt better than Agassi.
That's long. Another second serve opportunity.
And Agassi puts that pressure on him, doesn't he? He feels like I got to come up with something good. Otherwise, it's fuzz sandwich.
Oh, and Agassi just drills a forehand return, nails it into the open court, and Agassi with his second break of serve. Stay with us. We're seeing Agassi at his best right now. Andre Agassi on a roll. First set 6-4, 3-love with 2 breaks in the second set. An absolute packed house out here as we look at the Raymond Weil clock. 44 minutes have elapsed, and Agassi on a roll. What do you think, Leaf? I mean, this guy is just, the wheels have fallen off. You think his concentration is gone? His confidence is gone?
Yeah, I think he's a little disheartened. He was playing so well. And I think, you know, when you're playing Agassi, you can start feeling very uncomfortable. As he is dictating play, you're not unable to really play your game. You're always responding to what Agassi's doing.
Andre actually starting to serve real well as well. Very close call on that sideline. Nothing going Mirnyi's way at the moment. Out wide, and Agassi holds at love. He is on a roll for love. Well, let's have a look now at the Raymond James financial leaders on the ATP circuit.
Yeah, Agassi doing well at number 3. Financial leaders. It's a nice group of players. Tim Henman, Johansson, Kanyas. Plenty of Europeans, but a couple Americans in there.
And you can keep track of the financial leaders all year long with Raymond James. Raymond James, listening to you like you are the only investor in the world.
Well, that was just a drive across the bow. I mean, Mirnyi couldn't even react to it. Check this out. Here's the return. Now watch Agassi just pick this up and fire it back right at Mirnyi.
That is amazing. Ball didn't even look like it was going to go out. Mirnyi was lucky to get out of the way. Again, Agassi into that open court.
Well, sometimes it's best to watch Agassi play from a distance. You know, it's certainly safer. I mean, he's just tearing the cover off the ball. Well, that first serve has deserted Mirnyi. It's reappeared there.
Andre takes a little off the two-hander.
Well, I've played Agassi a couple times, and he was a lot younger, but still just as dangerous off the return as a serve and volleyer. It's tough to get in on him if the surface isn't fast enough. These conditions really favor Agassi because it's a slower hard court.
That was his 23rd winner. Ooh, just missed. Andre's wife, Stephanie, as she likes to be called these days.
Yeah, she's going to be able to say something like, well, honey, it was a short day at the office.
Exactly. We got a reservation tonight. Let's take off.
Glad to have you home early. Take care of the kid. At least that's what my wife says.
Mirnyi finally puts a serve volley together.
Doing just enough with the volley.
Have you ever seen Agassi pick up so many balls so early and hit them for winners?
I'll tell you, when he's ahead a set and a couple breaks of serve, he can take chances. I mean, he's capable of this. I mean, the timing is so exquisite. Right on the button many times tonight. That's a set worth of tennis right there.
Big serve and volley. We're at semifinal action, the Mercedes-Benz Cup on the campus of UCLA in Westwood, California. I'm Barry McKay along with Leif Shiras bringing you the action. Joining us tonight, Patrick O'Neill courtside. Now Max Mirnyi taking on Andre Agassi. Agassi with the first set and up 4-love in the second. Max Mirnyi on the far side from Belarus trying to get on the board here in set number 2. And he does. And a big hand. This crowd wants Mirnyi to get into the match. Stay with us. Agassi up 4-1, second set. 4-1. Andre Agassi up. Second set. Gary Collins joining the crowd tonight. Board.
I tell you, that point said a lot about how things are going for Agassi. He hits a backhand, it hits the line. He hits a forehand, he hits the net cord. I mean, everything falling his way.
Wow, Mirnyi again, that big swing on the return. Well over the baseline, and Agassi now 30-love. Agassi takes the overhead from the baseline.
That shot is so much about confidence. The timing, a little trickier off the bounce. A lot like a serve, but well, he made that look easy.
Actually, he got a perfect bounce on that ball. Just the right height. That will go long, and so Agassi very quickly. 5-1, second set. Andre goes to a newly strung racket. Well, a ball change, and so Agassi changes rackets. The guy that started that was Ivan Lendl.
Yeah.
These will be new tennis balls as Mirnyi holds up the new Pelotas. Right, Agassi continues. Leif, he's about 3 feet inside that baseline, knocking off those returns.
Yeah, instead of a golf ball coming at him, it's like a cantaloupe. He just so early. Look at that face. Perfectly timed.
That's long. And finally, Mirnyi out wide, a little change of pace. The racket of Mirnyi's, when he bounces that ball, Leaf, sounds very tightly strung. Let first serve.
And you're right, he does string him tightly. I mean, he's a type of player who doesn't want a trampoline effect. He wants it just solid so he can take a big swing at it.
Again, Agassi with a big return right at the feet of Mirnyi. And now Andre Agassi 2 points away.
And he also strings his rackets tightly, Andre Agassi. I mean, I think Sampras perhaps is the tightest. Sampras is up of 80 pounds. Agassi is in the 70s. That is a very solid string bed. Not much trampolining there.
Yes. 126 miles per hour, his third ace of the night.
I think Mirnyi could have used about 15 more of those just to keep this thing close. That's just a phenomenal return. Again, he's inside. He doesn't have as much time, yet he's still powerful enough in the hands to turn that ball cross court. It's an amazing return. It's something that's easier for a two-handed player to make that angle. With a one-hander, it's tough to get it across the ball with power.
And there is the serve that Andre has had trouble with, right into the body. Surprising that Mirnyi hasn't done that more often. There it is again. Jams him.
You know, and I think Mirnyi has tried to do that body serve, but Agassi's like a good boxer. You know, he kind of slides the punch, and all of a sudden it's a hit. You know, he's got his forehand there, or he can slide to his backhand.
Well, he's got it in the blood. Mike, his dad, an Olympic boxer.
Exactly. See? It's all coming together right here.
Kind of get the feeling Agassi's experimenting with maybe shots that he's never tried before. Look at this. Even Steffi got a kick out of that last return.
Well, she had a pretty good forehand herself.
That's right. And finally, Mirnyi unloads. And a big hand for Max Mirnyi. Stay with us. Agassi serves for the match when we return. An absolute packed house here at the Los Angeles Tennis Center. Whenever Agassi comes out to play at night, the electricity starts to flow, and it has flowed tonight, but it has been a brilliant night so far for Agassi. Now serving for the match. Still think that's a good play, Leaf. At least change things up, try something a little different. Your approach way too short. 15 love. Shot. He'll get it. Easy put away. A little too high on that drop shot. And not much disguise. Agassi all over it. Great anticipation. Let first serve. You have to wonder if Jan-Michael Gamble is watching this match. What's going through his mind? A little scouting saying, well, I hope Andre doesn't play this well tomorrow.
I don't think he's watching it. I think he knows Agassi's game. He knows what to expect. They've squared off before.
Will go long. And now Andre Agassi at triple match point for a berth in the final. And there it is. Agassi with his third ace of the night. And a standing ovation for both players. Agassi, a very, very strong performance here tonight. Stay with us. We'll be back from UCLA. The number 2 seed, Andre Agassi, a very solid performance tonight. 6-4 and 6-2 over Max Mirnyi. Let's go now to Patrick O'Neill courtside.
Congratulations, Andre Agassi. Spectacular tennis, man. Great stuff. Could you have played any better?
You know, against a guy like Max, you gotta get off to a lead. You know, his game is built on putting a lot of pressure on you by holding his serve and then taking chances. And once I got up the break, I think it allowed me to free up a lot of my shots and made him a little bit more tentative on his, and it just felt really good tonight.
Yeah, well, you took care of this match in a little over an hour. Last time we saw you, you're a new dad. Did you have to? Are you putting Jade and Gil to bed tonight? Is that why you had to end this so fast?
Well, you're never sure how they're going to go, but when you're playing night, and then you have to come back for a day, you're glad that you can get home and get some good rest, that's for sure.
All right, so you're our defending champion here in Los Angeles, and Jan-Michael Gamble in the final. Now, you've beaten him 3 out of the last 4 years. What do you got to do to make it 4 or 5?
Well, he's obviously playing real well. He's a strong guy who likes to, dictate the points. I'm going to have to just be on my game straight from the get. I'm no different than I've done for the last 16 years. I got to just find it one more day where I just work hard and hopefully play well at the right time.
Now, you mentioned 16 years. I just have to ask you, I mean, age aside, forget about it. You're playing so well. Is this the top of your game right now, regardless of age?
Well, I suppose it's hard to say until you're in the biggest of situations where you're playing in the finals of a slam and you're raising your level when it matters the most. And being in the finals here, it gives me the opportunity to do that. So tomorrow will determine a lot, but I feel real good right now.
Andre, you're our 2-time champion here. We'll see if you can make it 3 and defend your crown. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
Andre Agassi.
And so Andre Agassi going for his 3rd title here. He's won it twice. Can he do it again? We'll have it for you tomorrow. He takes on Jan-Michael Gamble. Stay with us. We're at UCLA, and we'll be right back.